You say you want success, you say you want to level up, but let's be real. Most people quit when it gets hard. They slow down when they should be pushing forward. They let excuses whisper sweet nothings in their ear and tell them, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow is a lie, a trap, a graveyard where dreams go to die. You didn't come this far to quit now. You've bled, you've sacrificed, you've fought through hell. So why stop here? Midweek isn't the time to slow down. It's the time to put your foot on the gas, to go harder, to prove to yourself that you're not built like the rest. You're built different. But being built different isn't just a title. It's a mindset, a way of life. So tell me, are you ready to wake up? Or are you going to roll over and let another day pass you by? I remember a time when I almost gave up, when everything in me was screaming to quit, when my body was tired, my mind was drained, and my spirit felt empty. I had worked so hard, pushed through so much, but I wasn't seeing results. I wasn't getting the recognition. I wasn't feeling like I was making progress. And that voice, you know the one? That little voice in the back of your head, it started whispering, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you're just not good enough. Maybe it's time to walk away. I almost listened. I almost let go. But then I thought about everything I had been through. The sacrifices, the struggles, the moments when I had nothing but still found a way. And I asked myself, if I quit now, what was all of that for? The answer was clear. I couldn't quit. I had come too far, fought too hard, given too much to turn back now. And that moment, that decision, changed everything. Now, I need you to look in the mirror. Look at where you are right now. Are you pushing as hard as you can? Or are you making excuses? Are you fighting for what you said you wanted? Or are you just talking? Be real with yourself, because nobody else can do this for you. This isn't about motivation. Motivation fades. This is about transformation, about rewiring the way you think, the way you move, the way you attack your goals. You say you're built different, but are your actions proving that? Or are you falling into the same cycle, starting strong, then slowing down when things get tough? Success isn't handed out, it's earned. And the truth is, most people won't make it because they aren't willing to do what it takes. So, I'll ask you again, are you ready to stop playing with your potential? To stop giving half effort? To stop waiting for things to get easier? Because they won't. But if you decide right now to go all in, to push through the resistance, to keep moving when others stop, you'll separate yourself from the pack. You'll prove to yourself and to the world that you were never meant to be average. They told you to play it safe, to wait for the right time, to stay in your comfort zone. But let me tell you something. Comfort is the real enemy. Comfort will keep you stuck, keep you broke, keep you living the same year over and over, thinking you're making progress when you're really just running in place. Society has programmed you to think small, to aim low, to accept good enough instead of demanding greatness. They told you to be patient and to wait for opportunities, but winners don't wait. They create. They told you failure is something to be ashamed of. But failure is nothing more than proof that you're in the game, that you're taking risks, that you're growing. Most people never reach their potential because they believe the lies. They believe they aren't good enough, smart enough, capable enough. And I'm here to tell you, that's garbage. That's the script they handed you, but you don't have to read from it anymore. You can flip the page, write a new story, one where you take control, where you stop waiting, where you start moving like you were meant to win. You ever wonder why some people always find a way to win, while others stay stuck, complaining, making excuses, waiting for a break that never comes? It ain't luck, it ain't talent, it's mindset. That's it. The weak wait for motivation. The strong build discipline. The weak hesitate. The strong execute. The weak need permission. The strong take action. That's the difference. That's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. Losers tell themselves, I'll start when I feel ready. But winners know you're never going to feel ready, so you start anyway. Losers need everything to be perfect before they move, but winners adjust as they go. Figure it out on the way. You got two choices right now. You can keep waiting, keep hoping, keep dreaming, or you can decide right here, right now, that you're done making excuses, that from this moment forward, you move different, think different, work different, because you are different, built different. Let me hit you with something real. The problem isn't what you're going through, it's how you see it. Most people look at obstacles and see reasons to quit. Winners, they see opportunities, lessons, a way to get better, a way to separate from the pack. Failure, most people run from it, but the real ones, they embrace it because they know every failure is just data. Every setback is feedback. Every loss is a lesson. You didn't fail. You just found a way that didn't work. Now adjust, refocus, and go again. The second you stop seeing struggle as a roadblock and start seeing it as a stepping stone, everything changes. Every rejection, every disappointment, every time you fall flat on your face, it's all fuel. It's all part of the process. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you're tested. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because once you shift your perspective, you shift your power. You ever wonder why most people never make it? Why they talk big but stay small? Why they set goals every year but nothing ever changes? It's because they're chained, not by their circumstances, not by their past, but by their mindset. They let fear call the shots. They let doubt hold the pen and write their story. They tell themselves, I can't. I'm not ready. Maybe later. And they believe it. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they never really start. They stay stuck because they wait for permission, for confidence, for the right moment. Let me tell you something. There is no right moment. There's just now. And if you don't take control of your now, your next 5 years will look exactly like your last 5. You want to break free? Then you've got to stop making the same weak decisions. Stop letting fear win. Stop playing it safe. Because if you don't change something today, you'll be in the same place tomorrow. And that's a fact. Let's get something straight. Your emotions are not the problem. Your lack of control over them is. Most people let their feelings run their life. They wake up tired, so they don't work out. They feel unmotivated, so they don't execute. They get frustrated, so they quit. Listen to me. Winners don't let emotions dictate their actions. They use emotions as fuel. They feel the doubt, the fear, the frustration, but they move anyway. They don't wait to feel like it. They do it because they said they would. Because discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline shows up even when motivation is nowhere to be found. You ever see a champion panic under pressure? No, because they've trained their mind to stay locked in. You want to be built different? Then you better learn to manage your emotions, or your emotions will manage you. Control your focus, control your reactions, control the way you show up. Because when you master your emotions, you master your life. Look, you can lie to the world. You can fake it for social media, but you can't lie to yourself. If you're not where you want to be, it's because of you, not your boss, not your parents, not your past, you. And the faster you accept that, the faster you can change it. The problem? Most people don't want to face the truth. They want to believe they're grinding. But deep down, they know they're cutting corners. They want to believe they're locked in. But deep down, they know they're distracted. Winners don't make excuses. They make adjustments. They track their progress. They measure their effort. They stay brutally honest with themselves. So, let me ask you something. Are you really giving 100%? Or are you just busy? Are you executing with precision? Or are you just going through the motions? Because until you get real with yourself, nothing changes. Self-assess, fix what's broken, and then execute over and over until there's no doubt you earned it. Half effort gets half results. That's why most people stay stuck. They dip their toe in, but never jump. They want success, but only if it's convenient. They work hard, but only when they feel like it. Listen to me. If you're not all in, you're already out. You think champions give 50%? You think winners only grind when it's easy? Nah, they commit fully, with no backup plan, no safety net, no excuses. You can't kind of want it. You gotta want it like you need air, like your life depends on it. You gotta burn the bridges behind you, so quitting ain't even an option. That's the difference. That's what separates those who dream from those who do. So ask yourself, are you playing full out, or are you playing scared? Because if you're not all in, you're wasting your time. Pain is part of the process. Struggle is part of the journey. But most people fold the moment things get hard. They want success, but they don't want discomfort. They want the rewards, but they don't want the work. That's why they never make it. Mental toughness isn't about being unbreakable. It's about refusing to stay broken. It's about pushing when you're tired, moving when you're doubtful, showing up when everything in you says quit. You think the greats had it easy? They suffered. They failed. They got knocked down, but they never stayed down. That's what makes them different. That's what makes them unstoppable. You want to be built different? Then stop looking for the easy way. Stop waiting for life to be fair. Stop hoping for comfort. Start building a mind that doesn't break under pressure, that doesn't quit when it's hard, because mental toughness is the foundation. Without it, you'll never last. The real ones don't stop when they're tired. They stop when they're done. They don't quit when it's hard. They push harder because they know success isn't about feelings. It's about execution. Most people let their circumstances dictate their actions, but winners, they decide, No matter what, I'm showing up. No matter what, I'm putting in the work. It doesn't matter if they're tired. It doesn't matter if they don't feel like it. It doesn't matter if no one's watching, because they made a commitment. And commitment means doing it even when it's inconvenient. That's what separates the average from the elite. That's what makes you built different. So ask yourself, are you making decisions based on how you feel? Or are you moving with purpose, with discipline, with an unshakable, no matter what mentality? Because if you want to win, that's the only way. Pressure. It's what separates the weak from the strong, the average from the elite. Most people crumble under pressure. They fold, they panic, they start looking for a way out. But winners, they embrace it. They lean into it because they know pressure is a privilege. Pressure means you're in the game. It means you have something worth fighting for. It means you're leveling up. You can't grow without pressure. You can't evolve without struggle. You think champions run from the spotlight? You think warriors back down when the stakes are high? No. They lock in, they focus, they perform, because they've trained their mind to see pressure as fuel, not fear. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, the next time life tries to break you, remember this. Pressure isn't the enemy, it's the training ground. And if you can handle it, if you can master it, there's nothing that can stop you. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you keep telling yourself. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't have the right connections. Lies. All of it. You weren't born with limits. You were taught them. By people who gave up on their own dreams. By a world that wants you to play small. But let me tell you something. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have. And right now, you're using it against yourself. You want to break free? Then stop believing the lies. Stop accepting the excuses. Stop feeding the doubts. You are capable. You are built for this. But you have to choose to see it, to believe it, to act like it, today, right now. Rewrite the story, because the only limits that exist are the ones you refuse to break. Fear, it's the biggest liar you'll ever meet. It tells you you're not ready. You're not good enough. What if you fail? And most people listen. They let fear hold them hostage, keep them small, stop them from ever even trying. But let me tell you something. Fear only has power if you feed it. Doubt only wins if you let it. You ever notice? The things you were once afraid of, the things that kept you up at night, the things that made you hesitate, once you faced them, they weren't as big as you thought. That's because fear isn't real. It's a story your mind creates. And stories can be rewritten. So stop waiting for fear to disappear. It won't. Winners don't wait until they're fearless. They move in spite of fear. Because they know this truth. Fear isn't the end. It's the beginning. The doorway to growth, to strength, to everything you want. So step through it. Failure. Most people fear it, but the real ones, they respect it. They know failure isn't the end. It's the checkpoint. It's the test before the breakthrough. You think the greats never failed? Michael Jordan got cut from his high school team. Elon Musk's first companies crashed. Oprah got fired from her first job. But they didn't stop. They didn't let failure define them. They learned. They adjusted. They came back stronger. That's what makes them built different. The only people who never fail, the ones who never try. So if you're scared of failing, you're scared of growing, of evolving, of becoming the version of yourself you were meant to be. Winners don't run from failure. They run towards it because they know every loss is a lesson. Every mistake is data. Every setback is fuel. So don't fear failure. Fear staying the same, because that's the real loss. Most people hear the truth, nod their heads, get fired up, then do nothing. They wait. They hesitate. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Excuses are easy. Action is hard. That's why most people stay stuck. But not you. Not today. Today is the day you stop waiting, stop wishing, stop talking, and start moving. Because nothing changes until you do. So I'm asking you, right now, what are you going to do today? Not next week, not next month, today. Are you going to take the first step? Are you going to show up differently? Are you going to execute like your life depends on it? Because it does. Every choice you make today is shaping your future. And if you don't move now, you never will. So no more excuses, no more delays. It's time to act. One decision, that's all it takes to change everything. One moment where you decide, I'm done playing small, I'm done waiting, I'm done making excuses. The people who win in life, they don't have some magical advantage. They just make a choice and they back it up with action. They don't overthink. They don't second guess. They move because they know hesitation is the killer of dreams. Every great success story starts with a single decision. One choice to go all in. One choice to stop doubting. One choice to do what others won't. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep sitting on the sidelines, waiting for a sign? Or are you going to make the decision right now that your life is in your hands? Because the second you decide, really decide, you'll realize you've had the power all along. You keep telling yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. I'll move when the time is right. But let me tell you the truth. There is no perfect moment. There is no right time. Only right now. Most people waste years waiting. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for certainty. Waiting for everything to be lined up just right. And guess what? They never move. Because life will always give you reasons to wait. But winners, they don't wait. They execute. They take messy action. They figure it out on the way. They know success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who move. So stop hesitating. Stop planning forever. Stop thinking you need more time. Time is already moving. And if you don't move with it, you'll be left behind. Some people wait, some people wish, some people work. Which one are you? Being built different isn't about luck. It's not about talent. It's about choice. Every single day, you choose how you show up. You choose whether you make excuses or make moves, whether you stay comfortable or chase greatness. Nobody is going to hand it to you. Nobody is coming to save you. This is on you. Your mindset, your effort, your decisions. And if you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. So tell me, right now, Who are you going to be? One of the ones who talk, or one of the ones who execute? Because at the end of the day, being built different isn't something you're given, it's something you become. Pause, breathe, let this sit for a second. You just heard the truth, and now you have a choice. You can walk away, let this be another speech you got hyped over, then did nothing. Or you can let this be the moment everything changes. Nobody's forcing you, nobody's watching. It's just you, your goals, your potential, and the question that only you can answer. What are you going to do with this? Because words don't mean a thing without action. Motivation fades, but execution transforms lives, and your life is waiting on you to show up different. So what's it going to be? Here's the truth. No one cares what you say you're going to do. No one cares about your plans, your dreams, your potential. All that matters is what you do. You can talk about greatness, or you can go get it. You can wish for success, or you can build it. Most people, they'll walk away from this and go right back to their old habits, right back to playing small, right back to waiting. But a few will hear this, and something will click. A fire will light inside them, and they'll move differently, think differently, execute differently. And those few, they're the ones who win. They're the ones who refuse to settle. They're the ones who decide, once and for all, that they are built different.